I took it serious. I could have kept going, but I don't like school. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. School was never my demeanor. But
so I mean, what do you want to do? What, you know? So we're here. We're 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm gonna start to kind of, I'm gonna crank it up a little bit on you. All right? All right, man. So now we're gonna start to turn the heat up a little bit, because here's the deal. So now you've got a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many months is she?
She's 4.5 months.
4.5 months. All right. So the first question that I'm sure a lot of people have on their mind: why did you guys get pregnant in your stint of homelessness?
Well,
what's up, YouTube? Go ahead and smash that like button. Also, if you like the video, share. It helps to spread it in the algorithm. Now back to the content. What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got my man out here today. So, you know, you actually reached out to me, man. You know, you actually happen to be the boyfriend of one of our, you know, kind of newer interviewees.
yes.
And sometimes when I wake up, he'll have the flashlight on and the camera.
He used to film?
Yes.
Did he ever go to jail for that?
No, they told him to stay away, but my grandmother, she let him back.
All right. So how you doing today, man?
Actually, I'm doing great.
All right. So, I mean, what made you contact me, man, and, you know, want to, you know, do your interview?
All right, so me and Destiny was talking. That's my girlfriend. Me and Destiny have been almost talking for almost a year. Almost in a relationship for almost a year. And we was having a conversation. She was like, why not tell your story? I know Marcus, that's the guy who did my interview. She talks about you a lot, by the way. So I said, okay, why not? And then right after we said that, you popped up.
In that God's timing, man.
So when you popped up, I started thinking, like, I was telling her, like, I might as well do the interview. She was like, are you ready? I said, yeah, I'm ready to talk now. Like, she was like, why is that? I was like, I feel like just because he's a man, I think we kind of relate to some small things. And she was like, okay, well, she gave me your number, then that's when I hit you up. I was like, I ain't want to be rude. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
late time, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
you
listen, man,
life
you already know, man, we brothers out here, man.
Most definitely.
You little bro, man, it's never a problem, all right?
Definitely.
So, I mean, so let's talk about it. So, are you homeless?
Well, yes. Technically, yes.
All right, we'll keep it technical. Well, go ahead, tell me.
But in my life, I don't call myself homeless. I just say that I just don't have it right now.
You're unhoused right now, I get it. How old are you?
I just turned 22.
22, all right.
I'm 22.
All right, and so you guys are a pretty young couple, man. I mean, do you have any kids?
We expecting our first kid.
So this is gonna be your first as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And have you ever been married?
No, sir.
Okay. All right, so, you know, so how long have you been homeless now?
Almost about 6 months now.
That's 6 months?
Yeah.
So what was it that happened 6 months ago that caused you to become homeless?
Okay, well, it started in 2019. I was in trade school for a certified nursing assistant. It went great, but then after when COVID first hit, we had to come back home, and from the family I got, we kind of tasseled. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I seen my mama get beat on from my father. So my childhood was kind of, you know what I'm saying, not a normal childhood that everybody else had. Me and my parents, yeah, me and my mama get along, but I just can't live with my mama. Me and my mama bump heads. So I left the house on my own and just said, forget it.
I'm gonna ask about that. So, because you said y'all get along, but in the very next breath you said y'all bump heads.
Yeah.
So what are y'all bumping heads about?
Well, we bump heads because she want me to live her lifestyle. She want me to live a lifestyle that she wish she would have had.
Which is what?
Being a doctor. Going to college to be a doctor. Yeah, that's what you want to do. I currently enlisted as a soldier, going to the military, the army. So I took the test, made it 30. I need a 31, so I'm trying to retake the test so I can start living life, so I can do what I need to do as a man. You know what I'm saying? So
your plan, you want to go to the military?
Yes, sir.
Hey man, listen, that's a solid plan. There's nothing wrong with that plan at all.
Most definitely.
And you know, if you're not if you're not passionate about being a doctor, then ultimately that may come to bite you in the butt, man, because whenever you do things to chase money, it never works out well.
Facts.
You know, you always do better chasing the things that you're passionate about.
Yeah, so I chase my goals more than I chase money. I don't care about money.
Well, I didn't say don't care about money. So that's it. It's one thing to chase it, but it's another thing to not care about it.
I'm not saying it like as a bad thing. Like, I know how it feels not to have money. So when I do get money, I'm gonna still be the same like I am now. You know what I'm saying? But I still give.
Well, I mean, do you know what it feels like to have money?
Yeah, I do know what it feels like to have money.
What's the most amount of money you ever had, like in your bank account or whatever?
13K.
13K? I mean, I get it, man, but you know, hey, listen, you may see your perspective change as you keep living, young man. But okay, so all right, we got that. So, I mean, but I guess I'm still confused. What happened 6 months ago?
Well, 6 months ago, I was really not doing well. I was not in the right state, like in the right mind, like in the right state of mind. Like, I wanted to focus on everything else but a goal. I was working, but then I stopped working. I quit my job because they was only paying $9 an hour at the time. I can't live off $9 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Especially when. So let's because I see you a long-winded guy. Okay, so let's see if we can make these shorter. Okay, so check this out. So and by the way, as an older guy, man, and you know, I like to sometimes think of y'all as some of my little bros. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you, man, like you got to get to the point. Okay, we don't with men. We don't like all that long-winded stuff, man. It gets to the point, okay? All right, so no, it's okay. I'm a got it. Okay. So 6 months ago, where were you living? At my mama's house.
Okay. And so one day you was living there, the next day you wasn't. What happened in those 24 hours?
Oh, she all about the money. She want to take money out of my pocket, but you don't want to take money off the person that you were with. And we was working at the same job. You know what I'm saying?
Her boyfriend?
Yeah, so I quit. So we bumped head. And like I tell most people.
So her boyfriend was working the same job as you, making $9 an hour?
Yeah. He had 2 jobs, though.
Well, I mean, okay, and so whose house was it?
My mama's.
It was in her name?
Mm-hmm. She built it.
She built?
She got her house built.
Okay, so it was a HUD house?
Mm-mm.
Okay, but she got it built. The point is that, okay, it was her house. How much was she asking you to pay?
Not really, nothing.
Well, how much?
She wasn't asking me to pay nothing, but $200. I was giving her that, but she wanted more than $200. She wanted to keep taking.
Well, I mean, so there's that double talk you're doing again. So you said that she didn't want nothing. Then you said she just wanted $200. Then you said she wanted more than $200.
Yeah.
So which one is it?
It's $200. She wanted $200 a month.
Okay. So she wanted $200 a month. How do you know what her boyfriend was contributing?
He wasn't contributing nothing.
Well, I mean, how do you know though?
She said it out her own mouth. But I love my mama, you know what I'm saying? But I told my mama, as a man, I gotta leave. You know what I'm saying?
So what happened? I mean, well, okay. Were you not paying the $200?
Nah, I was paying the $200. After I paid the $200, and we got into a small argument.
About what?
About what do you really want to do with your life? And at that time, I did not know what I really wanted to do. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
What was her? If I ask her what happened during that argument, what would she tell me? Tell me from her perspective.
Oh, she'll tell you like, she'll tell you that sometimes I could be disrespectful. I'm not gonna lie about it. Like, yeah, sometimes I can be disrespectful, but it's just the way how you talk. You know what I'm saying? You always think you right. You know what I'm saying? But you are right. Because it's your household, but everybody else, you see, it's 2 sides to every story. You know what I'm saying? I'ma always tell the truth, but like, I just feel like if I have me a child, my child don't have to. I'm not gonna raise my child till my child is 18. A mother's job continue. Having a child continues. My child is not gonna know what he or she gonna want to do at age 18. So she felt like, cause I was 18, no, I was 19. She felt like, all right, you got your life together. You if you want to leave, you can leave. Just don't come back. Okay, fine, I leave. I took that own decision. I made it my own decision to leave, and I left. But yeah, that decision cost me homelessness. But I'd rather figure it out.
You said that decision to leave was because you went to go to trade school or whatever, right? But then COVID happened, right? So I mean, that's it's not really your fault. Like, you know, it's a once in a generation, once in a 100-year epidemic comes along and kind of messes everything up. Is that what happened? Why you had to try to go back, or was there another reason?
It wasn't another reason. It was just that. You know what I'm saying? But when COVID came, I thought I was gonna be able to go back to the center when they let everybody else on the center. But they was only letting a small select of people on campus. And if you was not on campus, then you had to find something else to do.
So, okay, so I mean, I'm gonna challenge some of this stuff, right? Okay, so, you know, looking back on it in hindsight, okay, do you think that you could have just simply followed her rules or whatever and y'all would be good?
Yes.
So why didn't you just do that?
You said why? 'Cause listen, okay, thing about me, I'm big on respect. I respect you, but you're not gonna keep on disrespecting me by, like, every day. I'm not gonna make my child feel like, oh, well, you're not good enough for child. I'm not gonna show my child favoritism.
So hold on, real quick. Tell me how she disrespected you.
Belittle. You belittle. I'm being honest. You belittle.
How did she belittle you?
Words hurt. The most powerful thing on the body is the tongue. It's in the Bible.
What did she say?
I can't repeat that because that's gonna make me think. But things she said is not right.
You say you can't repeat it because what?
It's like when you think about the past is what really hurt the most.
So you feel like it'll trigger you?
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's the point. Maybe you need to say it out loud, get it out, and allow yourself to flow through that hurt. Because by keeping it in is only going to be cancerous. You got to let that stuff out.
Yeah,
so
once you let it go, you.
Well, what did she say that? Because I'm trying to figure out if there's a real issue here, or if it's just you kind of being, you know, your generation sometimes, y'all a little soft sometimes, man. So, you know, I'm trying to figure out, is it a situation where you just have really thin skin, or is it a situation where she's really being disrespectful towards you?
Nah, you just being disrespectful. You ain't
well, just to give me one example of...
You'll never be nothing in life.
Well, that sounds more like a warning than, you know, her saying...
Listen, me...
And I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt because I'm a parent. And so I understand. I have a teenager. I know how y'all can be, man. And so, you know, I understand from a parent's perspective how difficult of a job it is sometimes to get through to y'all. And so have you stopped to consider that maybe it's just a situation where she's just trying to get through to you and you're just not taking it for whatever reason? Okay, let me do this because I didn't do this. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning, man. Let's go back, man. Where are you from, man?
I'm from Atlanta. I'm born and raised. I'm a real baby.
Hey, man. Shout out Atlanta, man. Shout out to A-Town all day, man. And definitely shout out them Grady babies, man. That's the real Atlanta right there, man. What part of Atlanta you from?
I'm from Kirkwood. Kirkwood, Georgia.
Hey, man, that's that east side, man. That East Atlanta, Zone 6, Memorial Drive, man, 30317. Shout it out, man. All day, all day. Hey, man, shout out that big Crim, man, all day for all my alternative school folks, man. You
graduated from Crim High School.
Hey, look at you, man. All right, man. And so growing up here in Atlanta, did you have both your mom and your dad in the household?
When I was a kid at first, yeah.
What age did they separate?
Okay, so both parents was living in the household. I grew up with both parents. But once again, my dad is toxic. My dad would get drunk and beat on my mama. Like, it's crazy. From a kid, I can remember every scar from head to toe. I can tell you the year, the day, the month, the time it happened. Damn. I seen my mama get abused. I seen my mama get beat on. I'm not proud of it, but that's the type of father I had. And then we had to leave the house. And every house we had, my father tried to pop up, come take the kid.
So it's fleeing domestic violence type situation. So, I mean, what ages do you remember that being from? What age to what age?
From I was 6 months old to I was 13.
Wow. That's the majority of your childhood. What effect, I mean, you're only 22, so, you know, you've only got but so much perspective, but what effect do you think that had on you growing up?
I wish I feel like I should have had a father, a real father. I should have, like, if I had my father in my life, I wouldn't did half the things I've been did in my life. If I had a man to show me how to be a man, to show me different ways, I look at men different. But I can't, you know what I'm saying? Because a woman raised me by herself. She raised 3 boys on her own. One went out to the military, the other one still in school playing football. And I did the same thing, but it's like things happen in life. So I can't be mad at life because of what happened.
You went to high school?
Yeah.
Did you graduate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, what school, man?
I went to Destiny Academy in Ellenwood, Georgia.
In Ellenwood?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, shout out all the private schools in Atlanta, man. And shout out that Ellenwood area, man. Ellenwood area. Who with us, we bury ya. Hey, man, you don't know about that. That's that real east side, old school, man. You was a little kid. You was a little kid. Hey, man, shout out Crime Mob, man. All day, man, all day. Nuck if you buck. All right, man, so, okay, so you graduated from there. Did you do any college or anything like that?
Nah, I went to trade school.
Okay, so you went straight to trade school after that.
And then I only had like 16 hours of credit college because of what they were doing. Like once you finish with your HSD and your trade, they tell you that you got to take a college course class. You just got to, like, you ain't got to take it serious, but you got to do it. I did it. I took it serious. I could have kept going, but I don't like school. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. School's never my demeanor. But
so I mean, what do you want to do? What, you know? So we're here. We're 22, right? Mm-hmm. So now I'm gonna start to kind of, I'm gonna crank it up a little bit on you. All right. All right, man. So now we're gonna start to turn the heat up a little bit, because here's the deal. So now you've got a baby on the way. Mm-hmm. Okay. How many months is she?
She's 4.5 months.
4.5 months. All right. So the first question that I'm sure a lot of people have on their mind: why did you guys get pregnant in your stint of homelessness?
Well, I don't let that determine of how we can be, but that really sparked the fire for everything. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I know what her goals is. She got goals as a woman. As her man, I respect her as a woman because she doing everything she can. You know what I'm saying? When we found out, we both were shocked. But I know I'm going to the military. She got her TSA, so things coming great. When God send you different things, it's either it's a lesson or a blessing. How do you know that God sent people in your life? How do you know when the devil is doing this? The devil sent people in your life. So to me, it feels great. Even though it's just only for a short period of time. It's just not long period. It's not long term. It's short term. So I don't let short term looks how, oh, okay, this how it's gonna be in long term. No, they gotta spark some fire.
All right, so I mean, you know, some people are gonna say though, why not have that fire without the baby, man? Because here's the thing, man. It's very difficult to raise a child, man. It is difficult. It's expensive. You're about to gain a whole lot more respect for both your mother and your father. And your perspective on their whole situation is going to change when you start to have to walk in their shoes. And you start to have to go through some of the same experiences that they went through and make some of the same decisions that they did.
Right.
So, I mean, at this point, we're 4.5 months from a little baby that's going to be looking at you dead in the eyes and going to be expecting you to provide and protect. What is your plan?
Military. It's already happening. It's like everybody say you got to speak things into existence, manifest. Everything got manifest.
And are you guys going to be together with that? And
yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I plan on being a full-time father in the military. I plan on marrying the woman that I'm with.
So you plan on marrying her?
Yeah.
Okay. And you say you're just kind of 1 point away on the test or whatever? Mm-hmm. So what are you going to do to pass the test this time, man?
Oh, I already studied.
You been studying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fully prepared. It's a dream and saying happy. Once that saying that patch on you and you're in uniform, it's gonna be a different type of feeling. It's gonna be a different type of feeling.
Well, listen, man. One of my best friends, man, is he's almost. I think he's at 20 years or approaching 20 years in the military and the Coast Guard. And he's actually a recruiter. So me and you gonna have a talk after this, man.
Yes, sir.
See if I can link y'all up. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So, I mean, it sounds like that's a pretty good plan. And the young lady, so y'all are locked in, rocking and rolling. Like, there's no issues. Y'all are having a good relationship. Everything else.
There's no such thing as a perfect.
I asked was it perfect, but I mean, I guess what I'm trying to figure out,
how the relationship is.
Yeah, like is there like a whole lot of arguing and
relationship-
stuff like that, or?
We argue every once in a while, but like it's not a bad argument. Well, we gotta break up, stop talking. No, it's not even that. She mad. She want time to herself. She go get her space. As a man, if I want time to myself, well, I want to clear my head, I take that time. But I still respect the woman that I'm with. You know what I'm saying? My mama even taught me that just because y'all in a certain situation, don't let that situation determine of how your life, how you treat it and how life is gonna be. Just because the world turned its back on me, don't mean I'm gonna turn my back on the world. No, I gotta keep moving forward.
I dig it. Real quick question. This is a logistical question I didn't think about earlier, but you guys got pregnant while you was in your state of homelessness. Where do y'all have sex at? Like
Hotel.
Okay, so y'all get a hotel and okay. So it's not like around the corner in the bushes or nothing like that. Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. You see some of that out here. That's why I asked. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised, man. But all right, man. Well, listen, man. I really appreciate you taking the time and answering all of our questions. If anybody out there wanted to reach out, help, or donate, you have a way they could do that? Do you have social media, Cash App, anything like that?
Yeah. For my Cash App, it's $K-Rock Jr. 4. And then on my social media, you can look me up at @1LilKevin_ or the real Junior Kelvin Jr. 6. Either one is fine.
Spell the Cash App out.
It's $KROCKJR4.
Okay. All right, man. Well, listen, man, we really appreciate you, man, and definitely again, man, congrats on the pregnancy.
Thank you.
And something tells me you're gonna make a pretty good dad, man. So we definitely wish y'all nothing but the best out here.
Thank
all right, my guy, man. Make sure you have a good one.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.